Hey guys, back from the free play episode. Pretty standard stuff today. The short that I uploaded yesterday kind of exploded for no reason, which was certainly interesting. First time I've received any amount of substantial hate on a video. People just don't like 2.6. I got a couple of people saying like, just the usual stuff of like, saying it's faked. I'll take that as a compliment because if you watch the actual video that the game is pulled from, then you can see that it's very much not faked. I actually played really bad in most of that game. And I can't activate my King Tower anymore. I will poison this because he's playing Hog Rider, so he can't really pressure me opposite lane for overcommitting right now. As long as I just get around to my next Tesla, then he can't do anything about my poison there. But I will intentionally play my cheaper cards instead of a miner here because I do need to get around to my Tesla real soon. Okay then. Okay, I don't know what is up with this nonsense. There is a Recruits Breakers Hog deck, but Recruits Cannon Hog is not a real thing. Okay, so I'm definitely going to want to get my King Tower up as soon as humanly possible here because it's going to be very difficult for me to defend these crazy pushes. I'm assuming that he's playing Evo Recruits, but I didn't exactly notice. One person, I thought this was really funny, they called me a wuss for playing a real deck. Like, they said, you should make your own deck, because if you play something that's tried and true, then you have the ability to win everything. I just thought that was like the funniest justification you could possibly make, because like, his justification for why my deck is bad is that I have the chance to win every game. It's too good. That's why it's bad. The reason that my deck is bad is because I'm not gambling. That's very funny to me. Alright, so to defend this push, I'm going to suffer. I'm gonna play a Valk Poison, that's 8 for his 7. So I am probably just dead, but we'll see. There's a lot of scary stuff that goes on when you're playing against Evo Recruits. I've got my Evo Valk, so I can probably recruit some Elixir in this cycle. That's a crazy marcher. He's just giving me 4 Elixir, so I'm gonna go for a Miner. No poison, because he's probably gonna hog soon, so I'm gonna hover my Little Prince for ability. I have Evo Valk and Little Prince, so I can kill this hog pretty well. Wait, he just hogged. I forgot. That's why I had my Tesla down in the first place. Well, now that it's solidly into double time and I've got 3-card cycle down, I can start trying to get around to multiple Teslas per defense, so that'll be pretty solid. I'm gonna log this Firecracker, try and keep my Tesla alive. Very nice. And I'll go for a Miner here because he's not expecting that because he's assuming that the cannon will stay alive a bit longer. Did he give up? He might have given up. I'll see you guys in the next game. I don't know what it was about that comment calling me a wuss I found so funny. It's just like, real men gamble for their trophies. Consistent income, we don't do that here. It's just crazy. By the way, this is actually the most efficient way to get elite round cards in the game. Just make sure that you buy out the shop every day if you're going for a long-term account. Like for a short-term account, like my mini that I'm using for YouTube, I'm going to ignore these and go straight for these. But for my main account where I want to get everything level 15 someday, I'm going to be buying out all this stuff. In fact, I also started buying these just because I hit the gold cap actually a second ago. Like last night I was at 5 million and I wasted a little bit of gold from these drops in this past thing. And okay, that's not trash, I guess. But yeah. So, okay, this is looking very much like a mid-ladder deck because you never see Mini P.E.K.K.A log bait. Probably okay then, that's a low barrel. If I don't have to log a barrel, I just won't, because I've got a fast cycle and I can play my log on something else that he plays instead. Maybe the Mini P.E.K.K.A is just bait to make people think he's not playing log bait, but, I mean, like, the Mastery Mini P.E.K.K.A is trying to get people to think he's not playing log bait. No, he is really playing Mini P.E.K.K.A log bait, and the Mini P.E.K.K.A pulled my Valk to tower. Alright, so, if he's playing Princess, I'm probably gonna log. Another low barrel, huh? Very fast cycle. Boop, bop, bop. I do have to Skellies this. That was actually extremely well-timed Ice Spirit. I wasn't even intentionally doing that. I think I remember saying this last time. The tiles in this arena are super awkward because this, like, vertically, it's split by a half tile. So you're playing things on the lines instead of in between them. Which is, funny. I don't know what I'm going to play right here. Probably just a Miner again. Same spot because you didn't guess it last time. One trick that Miner players will do is they'll just continuously play Miner in the same spot every time until you guess it, and then they'll start switching it up. But, oh wow, okay. Dark Gob, Ice Spirit, Cannon, Mini P.E.K.K.A barrel. I'm going to start setting up 3-card cycle here to try and punish him for that rocket. Get his Ice Spirit out of hand. That's fine with me. Since he just logged, he's going to have to take a negative trade on these skellies. Okay, I should stop minoring the back now. I believe he's going to take some damage here. Yeah. Okay, 4 for my 4. And then I can go for a minor on offense now. With this Skelly, he has to log, and if after he logs, he won't have enough licks to counter my minor. Or he can just take a bajillion Skelly damage, because those Skellies hit way harder than a minor does. Okay, he's probably gonna Gob Barrel. A little prince like this, he's not gonna react in time with the rocket.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Yep, okay. Okay. Oh, that actually lives? That's fun. I guess I'll play like this. Get in my hand. Come on. There we go. I was trying to get the Ice Spirit to get in my hand, but I didn't play. Maybe it's internet or something. I swear that if I had played the cards in that timing, usually it would have gotten in my hand in time, and I completely didn't notice the low barrel. He's played a low barrel so many times this game, I think I'm just going to start consistently valking his stuff. Oh wait, he's actually probably baiting me to play low stuff so he can get rockets on my tower. Whatever. He can rocket a Little Prince if he wants. It's going to be terrible value for him. I'm going to log this Dark Gob off the map. I don't even really care, because I can get another miner down. Or I can just go for Valks. I can get Valk Skellies and then get another miner down. He's probably going to mini-peck of that. Okay, I'll just take this poison on tower here. I'll miner outside of poison range. Probably going to mini-peck of the Valk. He's not expecting me to continuously play it in the same spot. I'm going to try Valking behind the tower like this. Go for the thing that I've been doing something. Oh, right, forgot Evo Barrel. What? What is this timing today? I swear I played that Ice Spirit early and it didn't get down. Well, I'm only up by 1,000 damage, even though I've definitely been playing my cards on time, but that's fun. What do you know? Well, there must be some sort of, like, difference between what it's showing me and what I'm seeing. I mean, what it's showing me and what's actually going on in the game. That was a terrible push. He literally just handed me 4 elixir for free. He's probably going to start Rocket Cycle again. Never mind. That's a 3-4 elixir. 6 elixir. Trash player, and I almost lost just because of that lag. Well, and I think I need... what? That's game. That's definitely game. 2 minor hits and a poison should do 300 damage. Alright. I'm gonna plug in my Ethernet right about now, because I'm not interested in losing games to Wi-Fi like that. I swear I played that Ice Spirit on time for that mini P.E.K.K.A. 3-star. Well, let's see if the audio changes here. I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was mostly fine in the previous videos when I had it hooked up this way. 3 legendaries is a pretty nice drop, actually. The legendaries and the champions are the best things you can get out of the drops because they just give you disproportionately too much value. So, another Princess Tower, Skelly's first play. I'm gonna start cycling around on my building because I don't like not having my building in hand. Knight. I guess I'll miner the back. Can never be too careful. If he's playing Expo, then I would really rather not have played my Valk, so I don't mind playing a miner the back. Okay, Queen Knight. I don't know what he's playing with Queen Knight. Evo Ice Spirit 2, probably minor control. I instantly poison log a Queen because if I don't poison log the Queen, he's going to get an ability off, and the ability is disproportionately too much value, so I'd rather take a negative trade on my terms than on his terms. Yes, and that is why I wanted to take a negative trade on my terms, because if I took a negative trade on his terms, then I wouldn't have had my tank in hand for this Expo. And then that gets directly onto the Expo now, so that's a dead Expo. I spent, that's crazy that he can get away with defending like that, but it's unfortunate. So he's got Expo Tesla, Queen Knight, Skelly, Spirit Log. Probably Rocket is his last card, which means that there's going to be an absurdly difficult matchup. That's a very bad Ice Spirit. He's just giving me a free Ice Spirit counter push. And I'm going to get a splash in the tower, freezes Knight, so I get a couple extra minor hits now. I believe he's back to his Expo. I'm thinking of just Teslaing the river, but I can't be that aggressive. Actually, I think I can be that aggressive. No, I can't. I'll just Valklow. Oh, wow, that's very interesting. I guess I'll poison on Little Prince. Since the Valk is already down, I don't really have to worry very much about this cycle. Fireball, interesting. It's already dead, though. I was willing to play those Skellies to stop the extra couple hits because he can't punish me outside of his Expo cycle, so as long as I'm just getting around to my next set of Expo counters, it doesn't really matter how much I overcommit on defending an Expo. Especially now that I know that he's playing Fireball over Rocket. So, how am I going to do this? I'll set up a Tesla for his queen. Tesla's pretty solid in a queen because when she abilities, the Tesla just goes underground. If he wants to keep the Tesla above ground, he can do that. I don't really mind all that much. Actually, I probably should have been cycling around to a poison log on that queen. I'm definitely going to poison this, actually. That's crazy. I don't know why he bothered wasting his Evo Spirit there. I'm going to Little Prince. Yeah, I was expecting that. Minor low. Crazy Fireball. This is a dead Expo already. And I get a bunch of minor chips for it because he was really kind of just stupid with that Expo. Get another Tesla down. I can't just not play my Evos, so I gotta, like, get around to my Evo Tesla somehow. If I don't play my Evos at all this match, then I will just lose. Let the Tesla tank for a moment before I play my minor. After the Tesla starts to kill my minor, then I will go for a Valk, and then I can just log this once the Tesla pops up. And everything's dead. So, next defense, I'm going to try and get some value out of my Evo Tesla, or next time I kill his queen, I'm going to try and get some value out of my Evo Tesla, probably a poison Evo Tesla. Like this. Make sure that that gets off the map, and that was a very nice value Evo Tesla. So I killed pretty much all of his stuff, and I didn't even have to use one of my tanks for it. He knows that it's too late for him to start trying to Fireball cycle me because he's down too much elixir for that. I'm going to make sure that I play everything outside of Fireball range, so he can't get any nice Fireballs on my tower. He's trying to go for a bridge battle here. I'm not going to let him win that because I've just got more elixir than he does right now, so gotta make sure that that doesn't happen. It's pretty much game set for him right now because Expo, the best chance for Expo to break through minor control is in single time, and single time is long gone. Alright, this is going to be a pretty bad cycle for him because I've got Evo Valk, and Evo Valk has extra HP for no reason, so that means that his Expo just pretty much isn't breaking through. I've got my Tesla already locked onto his stuff. It doesn't really matter that he caught my minor because, well, I've got my Tesla down. It is unfortunate, though, that he's winning the bridge battle here. That is one unfortunate consequence. I'm going to Ice Spirit like this, Valk afterwards. I'm glad that the Valk goes same lane. He's probably going to queen this, so I'm going to Evo Tesla about now. I was hoping that I was going to queen the river, but that's fine, I guess. He can't go same lane right now. I'm going to go for a log poison. I'm going to completely miss my poison. That's my fault. I should have just played better. He's not going to be playing his Expo into my Tesla, which is unfortunate for me. I'll play a Little Prince like this, and then ability cross the river. The Little Prince and the Valk are out of Fireball range of each other. He looks like he's just giving up this push. No, he's not giving up this push. He went for a 6 elixir Tesla log. Okay, well, I have the elixir to go in with an offensive minor poison now, because my Little Prince is still down, which means I'll be able to get to another minor poison before he can play his next Expo. And I don't know what that is. He's just giving me a free minor poison. I get a poison off on his Expo and minor chips, so he's really not getting anywhere. And there's only 10 seconds left. There's absolutely no way for him to win. Even if he got an Expo lock immediately on my tower, it wouldn't even be enough time to win. I can Tesla like this, minor, log. So yeah, okay. Not the cleanest Expo defense of my life. I took a couple hundred damage in the early game. I should have played an Ice Spirit there, but otherwise, pretty okay. See you guys in the next game. You notice with the first play of that last Queen Bow game, I played minor the back, just instinctually. That's something I do a lot with this deck. I have to play absurdly safe in order to win a lot of these games, because I'm playing minor poison instead of minor rocket. A lot of these modern decks, you kind of just play minor rocket and it'll bail you out for any of your defensive mistakes. But minor rocket is matchup fishing, because if you go against Recruit's Flying Machine, it's just Jover for you. That's a crazy Gold Knight ability because he still has to spend more elixir on that, and spending the 1 elixir didn't stop him from having to spend more elixir on that, so it's kind of just a wasted ability there. That's a very nice Valk shot. She got the Recruit's shields off. I think I'm definitely gonna ability this one. That'll keep the Little Prince alive to kill the rest of this push. And between the log and 1 Ice Spirit on these Recruits, that should be that push dead. Since I defended for a positive trade, I was able to go for a minor on offense before I even knew that everything was dead, because there was no way for him to get through. Even if he did play an aggressive spell, he wouldn't have gotten any damage off. So, Recruit's Cage, Golden Knight, Barb Barrel Arrows, double small spell, good for me. Probably no big spell unless he's playing triple spell. Triple spell, also good for me, though. I'm not in the greatest cycle right now. If he goes for Pigs opposite lane, I'm probably going to have to go for, like, Tesla minor log. Or just log. It's fine for me to cycle my log right about now because Evo Recruits, you don't want to log them anyway unless it's on defense, so I'd rather play my log early, get around to it a second one for the Evo Recruits that he's about to play. Poison this, there's really no reason to leave it alive on the map. I played a low poison tile just to make sure that no funny business happens. Golden Knight is fine. Evo Valk. Very nice, no chips. Probably shouldn't have played that Ice Spirit, honestly. I'm probably going to wish I had that Elixir when he goes for Evo Recruits soon. Evo Cage. Okay, so he's committing to not going for an Evo Recruits to the river. He should have Evo Recruits to the river because I didn't have enough Elixir to defend that. I don't know if he had enough Elixir, I guess. Oh, Little Prince the back here. If he has Fireball, he'll probably Fireball it.
Excuse me, don't you know who I am?
Alright. I've actually got a lot of Elixir right now, so I'm actually just going to straight up Poison Log this side. If you play a late Log, it'll keep the recruits in the poison for long enough that it all dies. Okay, this is fine. I can just go for a Valk and then a poison, this is all dead. Tesla to keep the pigs inside of the poison. I should have played that to a side tile. But it's fine. He also should have Golden Knight ability that to kill my Skellies and tank for the tower so he could get a couple pig stabs. Instead, he decided to play his recruits to the river again, but that's not going to help him at all because I've already got 7 Elixir defense down. I'm not going to poison that because it's not worth poisoning. If he plays his Flying Machine and I don't have my poison, then I'm just dead. Get a Miner down. That didn't get down. This is the drawback of having Miner on defense. So I'm hardly even up damage anymore, but it is still looking pretty good. This next cycle I've got both my Evos in hand, so I'm probably going to get a pretty solid counter push off here. He already knows that this Golden Knight is dead, and he doesn't have his Evo Cage for my Evo Valk. That was a crazy Golden Knight ability, so I'm going to stop leaking Elixir and play my actual cards. Okay, I'll just Little Prince snipe all these. Evo Tesla too. Just get all his support off the map as soon as possible. I'm going to Poison Log this side since 5 of his recruits going the same lane. And that entire push is dead already just because, well, I had an Evo Tesla down, so it would have been dead anyway, but he just played that poorly. I'm going to go for a Minor Skellies here. Force out a Barb Barrel. I think he might have already barbelled actually, so he's probably going to have to overspend on this, and if he overspends, he has to play stuff into the poison, which is a mini P.E.K.K.A hit on whatever he plays, so that's pretty nice. Oh, Little Prince the back again. It's looking like he's playing no big spell in this deck. Okay, Valk Log. Ice Spirit. Yeah, I played... You gotta be kind of unpredictable with how you play your cycle cards sometimes, because they like to go for prediction arrows like that. All Miner after the Valk is tanking, because Miner is my win con. I'd rather have the Miner tanking. Odds are extremely low that he would let a Valk on tower. Okay, this is very nice. I have to protect this Little Prince, though, because I need that to kill his Flying Machine. I'm gonna poison this, honestly. It's very aggressive poison, but he's probably gonna Pig the River if I don't. He's gonna Pig the River even if I do. That's great. He wasted his Golden Knight ability again. He's playing recruits into a poison, which is insane. I'll just Skellies for this. He's getting kind of desperate here. Poison his Flying Machine again. Flying Machine is the worst card for me in this matchup. I kind of just can't allow that to continue to live, but the rest of the cards are pretty standard to go against. I kind of wish I had played my Little Prince closer to the middle, like along this line, so I would have been able to get a Little Prince ability off on all that spam there. You can see here that the Little Prince has been charged up for quite a while now. That's the big thing with Little Prince. Little Prince, once he's charged up, he does the damage per second of 2 Dark Goblins, which means that you really cannot spam into a Little Prince, because it just won't work. So yeah, that's some pretty clean defense, and I'll see you guys once I'm back to my mini account. Have you guys seen Abdude's video on the new Evo, the Skelly Barrow Evo? It's kind of crazy. I was saying that it probably wasn't going to be a very good Evo, because based on the looks of it, it just doesn't seem very good. But then I saw, and then he said, and there's stat buffs. All of the stat buffs in the world. It's got extra health and extra drop damage, on top of having extra Skellies. So maybe they just saw, clearly this is not overpowered enough, so let's make it overpowered by force, by just giving it monstrous buffs for no reason. I'm probably going to try and get my King Tower activated here. Looks like he's playing Hog EQ. Kind of sucks. I'm probably going to lose this game because it's Hog versus Hog, and he's got higher levels than I do, even though he's playing so bad. If I was playing Elixir Golem, he literally would have died on that first push since he cycled so aggressively to his Hog Rider. He's definitely trying to cycle around another Hog, so I'm going to play my Hog opposite. There it is. He gets absolutely no punishment, though, since I had to overcommit on his first Hog Rider because, well, he got a lucky starting hand. I'm going to log this to stop it from killing my Gobs. That full defense, he's going to have another Hog in hand about any second now. He's playing the same speed cycle as 2.6 Hog. Delivery. Okay. Hog, Cannon, Knight, Firecracker, Skelly, Spirit, Log. So, really all that is left to be seen is what Big Spelly is playing. It's either Fireball or EQ. The fact he hasn't EQ'd my Inferno Tower probably means he's not playing EQ, but it's possible he just didn't have it in hand. I'm going to go for an extremely aggressive Hog Lightning here. I need to get my damage back somehow, and I don't mind hitting the overcommit for it. That's actually not good for me at all. I was hoping that he was going to overcommit in return, but he decided not to, which means that I'm probably just dead here. I played an extremely aggressive play in the hopes that he'd make a mistake, knowing that I'm down anyway. The least I can do is try and force him to get a mistake out. I mean, that was a perfect log timing, but that's all my tower anyway, because my tower is one level too low, so I'll see you guys in the next match. Double Evo level, full level 14. That certainly is fun to play against, huh? I actually saw, while he was like taking the 3 crown, I saw that he had Fireball in his deck, so it might have actually been possible if I tried to commit to full defense. So, I should probably be a bit less aggressive trying to force out mistakes like that. If he was playing Hoggy Q, I was about to lose in the next push, so I wanted to be aggressive, but of course, since he wasn't playing Hoggy Q, I actually stood a chance. Level 15, Ram Breakers Bomber. I think I saw Log 2. At very minimum, Log Breakers Bomber. I mean, Ram Breakers Bomber. Mother Witch. I hate Mother Witch. Mother Witch is my least favorite card in the game. Mother Witch's mere existence killed my second ever deck that I played. Wait for the Mother Witch to lock onto the Inferno Tower, and she got pushed out for some reason. Okay. So, Mother Witch, her mere existence stops, like, ultra spam bait... Well, not ultra spam bait decks, but, like, pure swarm bait decks. Like, you can play a bait deck that has literally only, like, a single tank and no big spell. But if they have Mother Witch, then you're just dead. So before Mother Witch existed, you could actually just straight up play that. But now that Mother Witch exists, if you play that, you're matchup fishing. So the addition of some cards just being hard counters to other deck types is kind of... It limits the amount of decks that you can make. In a game about building decks, limiting the amount of decks you can make is kind of meh. I play Gobs behind this. Try and punish his stuff there. But no punishing will be happening today because I don't have the levels for it. I'm hoping that this delivery will hit everything there. It doesn't kill the bomber, so it gets a hit on my tower. How fun. So, I have no idea how I'm going to kill his Evo bombers. Apparently a -3 delivery doesn't kill a bomber. How fun. He's got Ram Rider, Mini P.E.K.K.A, Ewiz, Mother Witch, Bomber. Breakers. That's 6 of his 8 cards. Can't go for a hog right now because he's got both Mini P.E.K.K.A and Ram in hand. Sparky. Lightning. Get around to my delivery to kill the rest of that Sparky. See what his other cards are. So he's got one more card in his deck. Thinking of Hog Opposite. Log works too. Very nice value here. All gone. Hog Gobs. Hover Lightning for his Mother Witch. I said Mother Witch. Same difference. Pop, pop, pop. 6 for 6 and gets tower damage. And that's pretty much most of his tower gone. Lightning is a pretty toxic card to play too, honestly. I mean, like, it's not like I'm a saint playing this way, but those are gonna connect because levels. I love levels, my favorite. But unfortunate timing. I'm hoping that my Firecracker will get me enough splash here that I can just take it with my Lightning. Okay, good. So I don't have to worry about that defense there. But Lightning is very toxic because you can just save it until they're in a position where if you play your Lightning, then they just instantly lose. So there's a lot of RNG that happens with Lightning, where the only way to correctly play against Lightning is to have already known that they had Lightning in hand. So, level 14 again. I'll just play my Hog, get it out of hand. I want to cycle around my building, because when I don't have my building in hand, I'm not safe. P.E.K.K.A, ignoring my Hog, bad player. You never ignore a Hog. Though I guess if it's -3, you can ignore it pretty reasonably. Okay, I've got just 2 elixir until my building, but that means that I have to play Gobs or Delivery on this defense. I can just Lightning Delivery this. Not a fan of that. I would really like it if his P.E.K.K.A was dead about now, because I would have had my tower on that Hog for a lot longer, but looks like because his P.E.K.K.A's 2 levels higher than my tower, then it's going to take me a lot longer to kill. So that's fun. I lost about most of my tower there in the first push because I didn't have my Inferno Tower in hand. He's got Hog, Log, P.E.K.K.A, Baby Drag. Skellies. 5 of his 8 cards. Evo P.E.K.K.A, and Opposite Lane. I don't know what he thinks he's doing with that Opposite Lane. I guess I'll just straight up Inferno Tower. He didn't show me a big spell. If he's got Lightning, it's already over, so it doesn't really matter if I can play this Inferno Tower because it's either already over or he won't break through on this push. I'm gonna play a hog like this to pull his baby drag opposite lane. Those skellies will not save his P.E.K.K.A. That hog probably will, though, since it's a high level. Yeah, this is probably me dead right about now. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next game, actually. Add a new thing to the list of things I can't beat. Level 15s, and have a high-level deck that makes a coherent push. Have a higher-level hog deck than me. Get good starting hand. Have a level 15 queen. I had to delivery this and eat a couple gob stabs. Annoying. I wish delivery had a faster deploy time, but it's probably the only thing keeping it from being a meta card, honestly. I think I will firecracker this. Bait spam. I mean, I suppose I don't really know that he's playing bait spam yet. I'm gonna hover my Valkai for a princess. There it is. You gotta react like lightning quick to princesses if you want to get them down, if you want to get your tank down in time. He's probably gonna, Ice Spirit Barrel with this knight. I'm gonna hover my gobs. No, I'll hog, and then I'll have my log in hand. That's a safer play. Okay, 4 for 4. I guess I'll gobs this knight, because that will get a hit on my tower if I don't do anything about it. I think I'm actually gonna delivery this barrel. That's a low barrel, isn't it? Yeah, it's definitely a low barrel. Okay, I have to firecracker this. And the firecracker doesn't get a shot off because she gets killed too quickly by the high-level gobs. I love it. It's so fun. Alright, so, and this is why I want to save my log, because Gang is a really annoying card to deal with if you have delivery, because they move fast enough and it deploys quickly enough that, if you have to delivery a Gang, it's not going to work out all that well. That was a very aggressive princess, because he's not up by that much elixir, and so okay, he does have elixir. Oh, he's playing Snowball. That's actually terrible for me. Snowball means that, well, Snowball's just really good against Hog Rider, because Hog Rider is considered a light unit. We'll go for gobs here, full counter as knight. Barrel. Bop. I've had to just keep track of the cycle so I can react to his princesses in time. Get my princess opposite lane, we'll see about that one. I don't really have to react to an opposite lane princess since he's not up elixir in that lane, though. I mean, up damage in that lane. Elixir, damage, what's the difference? Did that kill? That does kill. Level 14 Laga. Or level 15, it could be level 15. Evo Barrel? Evo Barrel? Low Barrel. I'm gonna gobs that. Log this. Delivery this side. Always with the spamming. It wouldn't have even worked if I wasn't playing delivery. I guess I'll hog here, wait up his Tesla. Okay. Princess? Princess, 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 princess. The princess. I'll block the middle anyway. Wow. That was a late princess, man. Alright. You're really trying that hard to get a princess on tower. I'm taking this lightning here. Rocket? No rocket. Probably not playing rocket. Low delivery. Only so many times I cannot see a low barrel. That's a very nice Valk value for me. He just gave me a free 2 elixir there. He's probably trying to cycle around to his next Evo Snowball. Not that it worked out for him last time he played it. I'm gonna go for a Hog Lightning here because that'll hit his Tesla and his Princess, so it's good value for me. I don't even know if I get a Hog hit for that since I'm so low level. Does he have Princess back in hand? I think he's 1 or 2 cards off. Oh, never mind. Okay. Whew. I had the insta-react on the gobs there. I wasn't even hovering, and I just, like, primed myself mentally. What is that? What? I have never seen a gob barrel played on that tile in my life. I'm guessing that he's not playing rocket by the fact he hasn't been rocketing me back after I play those lightnings. I'll just take the lightning on tower here and then hog afterwards. I'm gonna go straight in on offense here. He's gonna gang, I'm gonna log. He might have the levels, but he's just as predictable as all the other log bait players. I'm gonna Valk the middle. He's not back to his princess yet. He is back to his princess yet. That's fun. Alright, I thought he was 1 card off, but I guess I just miscounted. That's crazy. I actually predicted his gob barrel with my gobs there, but I decided to log anyway, just in case he played some extra nonsense. Oh, he's playing Snowball log instead of rocket. That's why he's got no big spell. Oh, I got outcycled. Log. I don't know what that second princess is doing. This guy's really obsessed with Princess the River. I'm stacking my firecrackers better than he's stacking his princesses because I've just got better protection going on. I can keep my firecrackers alive with this hog rider. He can't actually log my firecrackers off the map, which of course is very annoying, but it's working out for me. He's just giving me a princess for free there, so that's dead. He can't princess the river for a while, but I'll still Valk, just block up the lane. He can't gang the river, he can't really do anything, so it's just game over. See you guys in the next one. Right, actually, another comment on the short from yesterday was like somebody asking me why logbait was no skill. I'm guessing he, like, I don't know, maybe got offended or something that because he thinks plays logbait himself. That's what I would have to assume, but the reason why logbait is no skill is there's a lot of reasons actually, and there's a lot of justifications for different skill levels, but the one that's most important is this. Logbait is easy for bad players to play, and bad players don't know how to play against it. That's a low barrel, so I should not have played that delivery that way. But my level 14 gobs actually two-shot regular gobs. That's the neutral interaction. I'm surprised about that. He's got gobs, barrel, miner, firecracker. Very odd deck from this guy. Probably playing Mega Knight if I had to guess. My firecracker doesn't one-tap his firecracker. Don't love to see it. I can't really afford to waste my log on this since he's playing gob barrel, but I also can't not log this because he's going to get a bajillion damage if I don't. I'm just going to play this and then gobs for his gob barrel and hope that everything works out okay. Cover gobs. Instant I see a gob barrel, I have to drop it. His gob's probably full counter my hog if I had to guess, since he's got 2 level 14s on my level 11. I did not play that in time. I mean, I played it pretty close to on time, but the lag delayed the drop a bit more. It's a very cloudy day out. Oftentimes cloudy days I notice things take longer to drop than usual. I can firecracker this. High level gobs, low level tower. I can't afford to ignore really any amount of gobs. Just 2 gobs will it takes 2 gobs to get a hit on tower if you've got 1 level under. But if you've got king tower up, it takes 3 gobs, but that was 3 gobs, so I decided to just play my stuff. I'm tempted of lightning that. He didn't show me anything that he can punish me with, so I'll just play it. He has to play something else to counter my Valk anyway. So our Valks will actually cancel out now, so that's pretty nice for me. Okay, I'm gonna delivery and then gobs after. Gobs. I'm gonna gobs first because the miner. And that will full counter all of his stuff. I've got a pretty nice matchup here because I can just hog whenever I want a positive trade because he has an Inferno Tower every time. I'm going to ignore the Evo side of the barrel because I'm up damage in that lane. I'm still down damage. I don't know where that damage came from. Maybe it was just the miner chips. Probably going to set up for a hog lightning here, especially since he just wasted his arrows like that. I probably should have waited on that lightning, honestly. Yeah, it gets me nowhere. Oh, wow, it definitely would have gotten me nowhere. So, playing that lightning didn't actually kill his Inferno Tower in time because, well, it's just a really high level Inferno Tower. Oh, wow, okay, don't exist. Stop existing right now. Okay. And now everything's good, okay. So, yeah. Evil Firecracker, scary. Don't let her continue to exist on the map. I had to kill this Musketeer, and since I've committed to protecting this Firecracker, I had to continue to protect this Firecracker so I can get my value out of her. I need to get this this Musketeer off the map somehow. Probably with a delivery. Unfortunately, the delivery doesn't kill his Firecracker. I don't know if this log is going to quite work. It's not going to work nearly as well as I'd like it to. I could have swore I played that Valk in time to get the back placement, but it just didn't work. I'm down 2 lightnings worth of damage right now. I'm thinking of just taking this off the map immediately so he has to play something else on it, like a Rock the River. So he's just giving me value with that. I can delivery for his stuff. Okay, I was not expecting that, but okay, I guess. That's a lot of minor hits, actually. My towers aren't very high health. Please tell me it doesn't. That definitely hits. One of the biggest reasons why people get mad at Firecracker is because she doesn't actually hit directly at units. She hits slightly behind them. Wait, I was expecting that to stay alive slightly longer. So what I said I was supposed to do earlier was like have a delayed lightning on the Inferno Tower to keep my hog alive slightly longer, but of course the King Tower stops it from working. So I've got a minute to get off a bunch of extra lightnings. How am I going to do that? Inferno Tower, wait for the Musketeer, delivery, that's a low barrel so I can just gobs that. Arrows, unfortunate, but he completely missed all of my stuff. I'm going to wait for this to cross the river before I go for my hog lightning. He's just giving me lightning value with that Musketeer. Wait for the Firecracker to lock onto something. Okay. Gobs. That does not full counter my hog. That better not full counter my hog. Okay, good. That's an opposite lane Firecracker. I'm just going to ignore that. Well, I'll log it so it doesn't kill my Firecracker. Perfect timing. Gobs, hog the middle. Since he preemptively played that Inferno Tower, oh, I can't afford to lightning immediately anymore, but I can get my lightning off now, which is pretty good because I'll get one hog hit, which means that I'm just one lightning off of taking tower, and he's more than one push off of taking my tower. I gotta catch this miner. Gotta get a firecracker down because I don't have enough elixir to play my delivery in time, and whew, that was a close game. That was pretty close just because my firecracker doesn't cancel out his firecracker, so I have no reasonable way of killing it. Direct tower damage plus firecracker is one of the most menacing combos in the game, like drill firecracker, minor firecracker, that kind of stuff. I remember that there was actually a minor firecracker breakers deck that was really good when Evo Firecracker came out, because you could really just play your breakers, and then the breakers don't have to get through themselves. You just have to make sure that they play something on the breakers, and then you can get firecracker. And since the Evo Firecracker stacked back then, it was kind of terrifying. This is probably going to be another loss, by the way, because he's playing hog. He's got a higher level hog than my stuff, so that's just the recipe for game over. Looks like he's playing fast cycle and he knows how to play, so it's very over. I'll firecracker to try and slow down his cycle. We'll see if my firecracker kills his firecracker. I don't know if we one-tap each other since he's got a higher level. I will actually protect this just in case. I have no intention of risking not getting the one-tap. Perfect log timing. Still gets a hit on my tower. Unfortunate. He's going to activate his king tower? No, he's going to one-tap my firecracker. I guess I'll hog the middle because he's probably going to Tesla. Okay. That's pretty nice value for me, actually, but I don't think I'm going to get very many hits out of this since he's got such high-level stuff. Oh, 2 hits, wow. Was not expecting that. Place, okay, good. That barely got down in time. I don't even know if this full counters since he's got level 15. I probably have to gobs this to keep these skellies off my tower. If he's smart, he would have firecrackered the river there. I feel dry. If he ignores that, I get 1 gob stab. Neutral level interactions are much more reasonable with stab gobs. You're not around another hog. What are you doing? Okay. Probably gonna lightning this hog, honestly. Get his firecracker off the map. Take no hits. It's a -2, but I'm alive. I'm only 1 log off my Inferno Tower now. He doesn't have his EQ in hand anyway. He does get King Tower up, which is unfortunate, but I'm alive, which means that I have more of a chance of trying to get him to make a mistake in the future. Tell my Valk like this, because he's probably going to want to firecrack the river or something like that. Okay then. He's just giving me King Tower, and then I can get this off the map. And because Firecracker is an extra wide spread when she's evoed, she gets tower damage. How fun. I'm going to go for a log lightning on this because Tesla doesn't actually full die to lightning. It only mostly dies to lightning, and then you need a extra log afterwards. I'm still down damage after that just because he starts 400 up. I believe I do have to actually Firecracker this, even with King Tower helping. That's still going to get hit even after the Firecracker shot because 2 hits because the Firecracker missed. So I'm down 1400 now. He's probably going to Firecracker the river. No, okay. That Valk will distract his Firecracker. He didn't play that Knight high enough, so that Firecracker gets chipped so I can kill it with a log. Wait a moment. Log lightning. And that's going to be some pretty solid damage for me. Not enough to make me up, but at least it's better than nothing. I'll probably go for an Inferno Tower anti-EQ placement right now because I need to make sure that he's not earthquaking my stuff. Very good. It's kind of scary that he knew what anti-EQ placement is because he immediately went for the high EQ. I can't go for a Hog Lightning here. I simply don't have the elixir, so I'll just let him counter my Firecracker. He's going to have to spend elixir on anyway. I'm just going to straight up lightning his tower here. He overspent on that Firecracker. I can just not hog this cycle. Very nice. Valk. Gob's late. If he's smart, he'll log. He decided to Firecracker instead of logging. Not good from him. But that still does get damage because Evo Firecracker is evoed, and that means that he's guaranteed to get success in all of his undergoings when he has an Evo in hand. Alright, so I'm gonna go for Hog Lightning because I need damage somehow. I can't Lightning because he has Hog, so I have to do this. He somehow magically has enough elixir for Hog EQ and a Tesla Skellies. I don't know what that was. He had 12 elixir in his hand. I need him to mess up somehow because he's gonna kill me in the next couple earthquakes. What is that earthquake? Well, he's just handing me value with that, but I'm probably not going to get any hits here since that Tesla. Inferno Tower high again. Gob's push. Valk. Hog. Need an EQ. I mean, need lightning, same difference. I'm going to hog like this again. If you notice that he likes to play his Teslas in the middle, and I'm trying to get him to mess up here. Log for his Skellies. I need to get multiple hits off, and I got 0 because his Skellies annihilate my Hog Rider. And that's game. So I'll see you guys in the next one. I love levels. They're so fun to play. Yippee! I think I've only gotten 2 wins on this account so far, so I need 2 more games, assuming I win both of them. Levels, levels, levels. I think for the last 2 games of this video, I'll swap over to one of my old fun decks, like if you remember, I played that. Whoa, okay. I have regrets. I think I'll just lightning this. It still does get a hit because my tower is under-leveled. Yeah. Pretty unfortunate start. I didn't have my Inferno Tower in hand. I guess I'll Valk this. I don't know if that gets down in time. Whew, okay. You can play a tank on that specific tile and it won't splash the tower. If you play a wide tank though, it will. So like Golden Knight, Skelly King, those kinds of things, it won't work. He's got his Loon back in hand because I remember that he played Skellies before Loon. Maybe with Skellies before Cage, but he's back to Loon in 1 or 2 cards. Between 0 and 1 cards, I mean. Zap, Loon, Dark Prince, Cage, Skellies. Far Loon means close Inferno Tower. That's a crazy play. He doesn't have a Zap in hand, so he's not breaking through here, but I will Firecrack to make sure he gets no death damage. He's ignoring those gobs, so I get a couple gob stabs. I like same lane against this guy, so I can try and Lightning Cycle him, and he won't be able to get his King... I mean, not King Tower. So I can Lightning Cycle him, and he won't be able to set up a big push in the back. Evo Skellies plus Zap probably full counters my Hog, honestly, just because of the way that levels work. I'm gonna Valk like this, full counter everything. I can't risk him zapping my tower and getting Evo Skellies off. I was hoping that the Brawler would go in front, but I guess this is fine. I'm not dead. He's probably going to go for a minor zap sometime soon. I have to Inferno Tower high and then take a bunch of damage here. I'm just down Elixir. Oh, I didn't get down in time? That sucks. He's probably going to zap still, too, so that's game over. See you guys in the next one. 3-star. Something decent. And that's nothing decent. This guy's deck is kind of interesting. It's reminiscent of Loon's Cycle, except he just loses to Pig's Cycle. So it's kind of like Loon's Cycle, but not well designed. Kind of an odd deck. If he played Bomb Tower and Ice Golem over Cage Dark Prince, it'd actually be very nice, and Snowball over Zap. But yeah, kind of just sucks. I'll swap over, pull out one of my old decks. I'll see you guys in a second once it's built. All right, here it is. The whack deck of mention. So, I guess I'm kind of playing right into the hands of the guy who said that I was a wuss for not playing my own decks. But about once a month or so, I'll make my own deck, and of course, I make sure that it's actually balanced, so I'm not gambling. So this does technically have matchup into every archetype. Like if you consider it everything in the game, this has a response to. I've got double Hog counter in the Hunter Barb Hut. I've got Graveyard counter with guards. I've got anti-air with double anti-air from Hunter Muskie. I've got Swarm for Prince or P.E.K.K.A deck. I've got what else do I generally need to counter? I've got double tanks for enemy Mega Knights. Looks like we're playing Duchess Spam Bait, which is annoying. I have Hunter for his God Barrel and Log for his God Barrel, so this is probably going to be fine. I'll Musketeer low for this Firecracker. Interesting. Probably Fireball Guard Surround. Unfortunate that my Musketeer walks up so far, so I can't get a full guard surround. But that's pretty clean defense there, actually. God Barrel, Mega Knight, Dart Gob, Firecracker, Tesla. That's 5 of his 8 cards. Probably not going to bother with the Barb Hut most of the time in this matchup because he's got Firecracker, which annihilates a Barb Hut, and Firecracker, which annihilates a Barb Hut, Tesla, which is very good against a Barb Hut, Dart Gob, which is very good against a Barb Hut, and Mega Knight, which I can only play a Barb Hut against in very specific circumstances. And those circumstances are not when there's a Firecracker on the map. So unless he doesn't have his Firecracker on the map, then I can play a Barb Hut defensively on his Mega Knight. But of course, every card's got its unique situations. Okay, I'm going to go for a Drill Fireball here. Cover Fireball. Drill Fireball is a pretty toxic play because it's very easy to get down and very difficult to counter. I think I'm actually going to Barb Hut this. Play it low so I can get a Hunter off on his Firecracker if we decide to try and play it. No? Okay, I'll just Hunter this then. I want to keep it high enough health that I can get my second wave of Barbs going. And I'm going to firecracker this. I'm going to fireball this firecracker instantly because I don't want her to get any value on the second wave here. So you notice there I played my hunter on a timing specifically to make sure that I get a second wave of barbs coming out of this hut so I can get extra value from it. And because of that, he had to waste his dart gob. And it's an Evo too, which is very nice to see. I'll probably just ice golem, just counter this dart gob. He's going to gob barrel low. Wow, okay. I guess I'll actually just log this and then guards his gob barrel. Yeah, that's fine. Oof, don't love to see that. I'm going to go for a gob drill on offense here. He's probably going to Mega Knight it, but I don't think he has enough elixir since he spammed that firecracker aggressively. Whew. I knew that Hunter survived a P.E.K.K.A. shot, but it's kind of crazy to see it in action. So, I'm up by 500 damage, but that's just because I got a lucky starting hand. Thinking of barb hutting opposite lane, try and bait out his Mega Knight opposite. This is fine. The second wave of barbs will help me out with this P.E.K.K.A. I'm actually going to drill behind the tower here. I'm splitting up his elixir quite a bit, so he won't be able to defend his P.E.K.K.A. on offense here. I'll go for a Musketeer outside of Fireball range. That might actually still be in Fireball range. I don't know why he decided to play a Mega Knight the front for a drill the back. It's kind of just weird. I'm hoping those guards will pull. They did not pull. I have to hunter this next gob barrel. Wait, what? I swear that those barbs are going to pull the Mega Knight, but that's really bad for me. Alright then, so he doesn't have his Mega Knight in hand, so I can go for this right now. I have to fireball this stuff, though, instead of on my drill, because I need to get that firecracker off the map. Firecracker is a much worse card for me than anything else, and he's just dead. I guess that's what he gets for playing such a weird deck. He's supposed to have a mini tank that costs less than 7 elixir, so his deck just kind of fell apart under high pressure. You could argue that the Barb Hut was the reason that he had so little ammo on his Duchess there, because it countered his opposite lane Duchess ammo and all that nonsense, but I mean, I can't really argue that Barb Hut is good. It just has situations where it really does get a positive trade every once in a while. Ah, how fun. Expo first play. I hate you. Dearly. I can't let those archers lock onto my Musketeer, because if he's got Fireball, he can literally just kill me on this first push. Barb Hut's actually pretty solid in the Expo because it's a 6 elixir tank, which means that if I play my Barb Hut in an Expo, it's pretty much just already dead. He overcommitted on that knight, so I can overcommit on his... He overcommitted with that knight, so I can overcommit on that knight. I'm actually going to Ice Golem in front of this because it baits out more elixir from him. If I don't play this, then he can just Skellies, but if I play the Ice Golem, then essentially I'm playing 2 to get his 5 out of hand. I'm going to try and Barb Hut for this next Expo. Hopefully I can get it down in time that I can get the Barbs tanking instead of the Hut itself. Okay, I definitely have enough time to get it down now. Instant I see an Expo, I drop the Hut. Very nice. And the Barbs are down. So I'm just going to go for Musketeer here. He doesn't have his Knight in hand, so he can't protect this Expo properly. This might actually be a very nice matchup for me. I've got Barb Hut and Ice Golem for his Expo, and he doesn't have all that much stuff for my drill. And he doesn't even know I've been playing my drill, so he's going to have to deal with this Musketeer, second wave of Barbs, and the drill coming after him. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to be tanking for my Musketeer there. Good log timing for the Skellies. I knew he was going to play those Skellies on something. I was assuming he was actually going to play them low to defend the drill damage, but I guess he decided to play it on the Barbs instead. He has to play something to defend those Barbs, so that's an extra 4 elixir that I got out of that Barb Hut, which is insane value. Sometimes people forget that Barb Hut actually does have a good situation every once in a while. The first wave countered his Expo, the second wave got me killed his Knight, and the third wave, oh, I didn't play that in time, I think. Oh, no, I did, okay. So the first wave killed his Expo, the second wave killed his Knight, and the third wave forced out a Tesla. So that was a humongous positive trade. It looks like he's playing Arrows. I don't know why he's playing Arrows Expo. I don't know what he left out for that. I suppose I haven't seen him play a Spirit yet. I'll go for a drill here. He's actually giving me Fireball value on tower, so I'll take that. Very nice. You're going to have to play something about now for that first God spawn, but because I have Fireball value, I can play a Fireball, and he can't play anything on that. He can't go for an offensive Expo here because I've got my Ice Golem in hand and I've got my next Barb Hut set ready. This is just crazy. I'm going to play a Barb Hut opposite lane. And he predicted me playing a Barb Hut opposite lane somehow. Okay, very odd. I'm going to go for a drill here to try and... If he fireballs my stuff, then he's going to have to deal with the drill on his tower. That actually, since the drill has spawn damage, it kills his archers, which is very unfortunate for him. And he's actually just getting unironically trashed by Barb Hut, which is fun. By the way, the counterplay to Barb Hut is just fireball it. If he had just been fireballing my Barb Hut every time I played it, then he would be, like, winning this matchup easily, because Ice Golem alone can't full counter a Expo, and Barb Hut, once it's fireballed, is practically worthless. But yeah, 3 crowning expo with Barb Hut. That's how we do it here. See you guys in the next game. Oh, wait, I didn't even need to play that game. Apparently we were already done for the video. Well, I guess I'll just open this drop and then call it here. Barb Hut. Barb Hut funny. It's not really Barb Hut that's being good, it's me that's being good. It's just that when I go from being underleveled to playing neutral level, suddenly it's so much easier, so I can, get away with Barb Hut. So yeah, see you guys in the next episode.